Hey, darling.
Hello.
How was the journey?
A relaxing flight, even if I didn't rest much.
Martin?
I was hoping to find out more.
I'm sorry, darling. When you finish this job, let's go on a wonderful journey and just relax.
Yes, let's. Let me tell you all about it.
Martin, make it short. I have to go and see Antonella and Max. You know they finally got married. Why don't you come with me?
I'd rather not. Their problems are just beginning. I'm thinking about my own problems. I was telling you, Diana. So that's what I told him. Now I'll see if I can manage.
Martin, I'm terribly late. Let's finish when I get back, okay? Sorry, darling.
Well, I suppose I could have been more concise and cut out the bit about when I chased a monkey in the jungle because it had stolen my pineapple juice. Java. Are you glad to be home?
Oh, you got me.
My faithful notebook. Plenty of blank pages proving my memory is still good and I don't need to write things down.
Martin, at last. I tried to call you on your mobile, at home, and goodness knows where else. Where the hell were you? Is there anything new for me?
I could ask you the same question. Any news for me?
No, all we have is a confirmation that the cause of death was a short-range shot from a firearm. The distance was probably 1.5 meters, maybe 2. The dilated pupils and the residue of blood confirm that prior to death, Professor Eulemberg was very upset by something.
Was he frightened?
Yes, he must have seen his killer.
Where's the body?
His corpse has been taken to the mortuary.
I think so.
It was a professional job.
Have forensics found anything new?
No traces at all were found after the professor's death. The killer must have come back to finish the job.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. Last night, Professor Eulemberg's room was ransacked, whilst our men were guarding the villa. And not a single clue yet. I'm beginning to think it was ghosts.
Was anything taken?
Wouldn't think so, looking at the inventory. But we are still checking the last findings. What are you thinking, Martin?
Oh, nothing. I don't think it was death by natural causes. Think about it. The house is a real treasure trove, and nothing's been taken. Twice, if what you say is true. Professor Eulemberg was a very busy man, involved in some of the most important research projects. They were looking for something, and maybe they'd already found it. How did the interview with the housekeeper go?
Just as we had expected. So, nothing new, yes. Lately, the professor was worried and thoughtful. In fact, he was distracted. He worked very hard and thought little of himself. Madame Eleanor also says it was his normal behavior when he was stressed and had a lot of work to do.
Did the lady know what the professor was working on? Any idea at all? Any impressions?
No, the professor never talked about work. Let's talk again when the shock blows over.
Is Eleanor still here at the villa?
No, one of our men stood guard for her during the night. And early in the morning we called a taxi. She went to her sister's for a few days.
No news, I'm afraid.
If you find anything, let me know.
Don't worry about that. Can I have a look round?
Go ahead, old friend. Have a good look around. We've already checked the whole house and turned it upside down.
What a disaster. Looks a bit like my room. Before Diana started tidying up my life. Nearly. My socks never used to stay inside the drawers long. They were mostly lying all over the house. A black sock. I'll try not to mix it up with the blue ones as usual. A white page from a notebook. I can see some pen or pencil marks on it. Someone wrote on a sheet of paper that was on top of this one. Let's see if I can make the writing appear. The address of Erika Wallace's office. She works at the Donovan Culture and Science Museum, where the professor worked. It says Erika Wallace. The letter is unfinished. The address of the museum is on the back. Donovan Culture and Science. Let's have a look. An old American coin. I guess it dates back to the early 1900s. This is really very curious. The picture of purgatory was in the study. All there are pictures representing the afterlife. Life after death. Hell, purgatory, paradise. Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. The professor's magnetic pass. There's the logo of the museum on it. Donovan Culture and Science. A phone with a cable fixed at the base. The buttons are almost worn out.
Tell me you found something.
Nothing, Travis. Nothing at all.
Pity.
Closes electronically. Looks like the door has been opened.
you? I've never seen you here at the museum. What are you doing in this area?
It's a bit too crowded round here these days. Hello. Please excuse the unannounced intrusion. I'm Professor Martin Mystère. Martin Mystère. You must be Erika Wallace, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
You must have heard of Professor Eulemberg's death. It's in all the newspapers.
Yes, I know everything. But what are you doing here? What do you want? How did you get in?
I was telling you. I'm Martin Mystère. I work with the New York police. I'm investigating the death of the professor. I only wanted to ask you a few questions.
Yes, go ahead.
Am I right in thinking you knew the professor quite well?
Yes, I knew him. Why? Why do you want to know? I haven't done anything. I was very fond of him. No, it should never have ended like this.
Erika, please calm down. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm trying to understand what happened to Professor Eulemberg. I'm sure you'd like some answers too. Wouldn't you like to shed light on what happened? Are you concerned at all?
Yes, of course I'd like to know. You are very intriguing. Your eyes are like the desert, open and clear, yet hiding mysteries that no one will ever solve. Those were the first words the professor said to me.
How strange.
We were at a dinner with the MIT group and people from the Donovan Museum. We all had a wonderful evening. There were many famous scientists. That sentence stuck in my mind. Even I have to admit that I didn't understand it very well.
Right. This is promising.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Please go on.
That evening, the professor was very kind to me. After that, we kept in touch. We became good friends. That's it, really.
What kind of relationship did you have with the professor?
Well, friendly. What do you think? He was a very lonely man. Over the years, we became friends. We told each other everything. Right, I was extremely fond of him. Yes, he was strange and eccentric, but a good man.
I understand. What do you do in this office?
Without me, the museum would be in very big trouble.
Why do you say that?
I do the filing and look after the archives. I stack the shelves with new books that arrive and store other texts downstairs in the archives. I sort out returned books and deal with research institutes and universities. I sort everything out by class, chronology and type.
Okay, you've been very clear. How come you're working here?
Why? Shouldn't I? Isn't he the kind of person who thinks women are incapable?
Absolutely not. I was only wondering why.
My father is a university professor. He's got a few friends here at the university. He used to bring me here as a child. And besides, I love books. And here I am.
How did you get the necklace you have round your neck?
Oh no, I really shouldn't show you it. But I can see you're already looking at it. So?
Sorry, I don't follow.
It's a secret. A pact. I didn't think anyone had noticed it. Well, most people don't notice much.
If it's a compliment, thank you very much.
I was saying, it's an antique amulet someone gave me. Let's hope it brings me luck.
What do you mean by a pact?
Well, this is tricky. I shouldn't have said anything. But I can see you're already looking at it.
Erika, trust me. Any detail is very important. I think this medallion is not something he could have bought.
Yes, it was a present.
From Eulemberg?
Yes, he gave it to me one evening. He was upset, but I didn't ask him why. I thought it was some problem at work if he didn't want to talk. I didn't want to press him on the matter. He told me to look after it and not to tell anyone about it. I hope I haven't betrayed his confidence.
Don't worry, you haven't.
He told me not to talk about it at all. I was so surprised I didn't ask any questions. It must be very precious.
It must be, Erika. It's a significant piece of history. Very valuable. Aztec. Could I have your medallion, please?
I'm sorry. I understand that it belongs to the police, and you're very kind to me. In films, the police never are. But I can't give it to you without a very good reason. No, I really can't.
I understand. Do you know what he was working on?
No, I can't tell you what he was working on. All right. I don't know if I can help you.
Just tell me everything you know. Any information you give me could be very useful.
One afternoon, as I was having tea, I heard him talking on the phone and saying he had to take something to New York. The next time we saw each other, he was very absent-minded and thoughtful. How strange. He never talked about work much when he was relaxing.
Nothing on the professor's last job?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay. Had the professor ever been to Mexico?
Let me think. He travelled a lot. Yes, he'd been to Mexico quite a few times. Or perhaps I'm mistaken. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly.
Do you know if he heard from Professor Alexander?
Ah, yes! Alexander! A very amusing chap.
I'm not so sure about that.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Lately, there were stories of Alexander going to Eulemberg's house to work on some of their joint research projects. I don't know what.
How long had it been since Eulemberg came to New York?
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. After the last time you met. It was understandable.
Why? What happened?
There was a very heated discussion. I don't know why. I was in the kitchen and I heard Alexander raising his voice. I stood outside the studio door. I wasn't quick enough to see what was happening. Alexander stormed out in a fury through the library. He just smiled at me and left.
Thanks for the information.
It's been a pleasure. I hope you discover the truth.
Barney?
So, Martin, you haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Perhaps you could rephrase that.
That's not diplomatic, but that's okay. It's not what you say that's important, but the intention behind it that counts.
Barney, You're a poet.
Everyone's a poet, if they count to 10 before speaking.
How are you, my wise old friend?
Life goes on. What about you? You seem very busy. The newspapers are full of stories about you and the police, looking for Eulemberg's murderer.
Well, that journalist, yes. Hate. Jenna Hate. Must have written something, right? Suppositions. Only ideas for now.
Did you need anything?
What else do the papers say?
The usual headlines. The police are investigating, but it looks as if they haven't come up with anything yet.
I know. Any news?
Yes. I don't know if I've already told you. I have some tickets for the Blue Rose. Some PR people asked me to sell them. Would you like one, Martin?
Why not?
Here you are. Listen. Why don't we swap? Like in the old days. Do you remember in the good old days?
Hey, are you telling tales?
No, Martin. I lent you a book. Do you think I could have it back?
Really? I can't remember.
It was a long time ago. I can't even remember what it's about. Let's see. I think it was a collection of short stories.
Okay, Barney. You're a real culture vulture. You've proved it. I'll do my best.
I know you will. Have a great time at the Blue Rose!
Got any advice for me, Barney?
Trust your nearest and dearest, and have faith.
I'll think about it. Thank you, Barney. Speak to you soon.
See you soon, Martin!
Forgotten Stories by Paul Perron, an old dog-eared book, a collection of very old fables written in Mesopotamia. Excuse me, Barney.
Fire away, Martin.
I value your advice. Come on, out with it.
Trust your nearest and dearest, and earn the respect of all the others.
I value your advice. Come on, out with it.
Trust your nearest and dearest, and earn the respect of all the others.
What was it you said about the book I had to give back?
Let's see. It's a book about fairy tales and fables. At least I think so.
Thanks again, my friend.
Ha! Sure thing. By a million Egyptian cockroaches! I'd forgotten how great this book was. My father used to read these stories to me at night in bed. Thanks, Martin. Here's your ticket. It's getting late. I'll close in a few minutes.
At last. Ah, great. Where's your wife? She can come in.
What?
That ticket is for women only, because it's got a purple stamp. And you look more like an orangutan than a woman.
Damn. Barney must have given me the wrong tickets. It's closed now.
Come back with the right ticket.
I copied this Blue Rose men-only ticket. Don't know if it's realistic enough. Wow. It looks like a real Blue Rose ticket, exclusively men only.
You again? The most determined customer we've ever had. You really want to get into the Blue Rose. Let's have a look if you've got the right ticket now. Right ticket! Great. At last. Please come in.
Thank you very much. What a waste of time.
What?
Nothing. I wasn't talking to you.
Go ahead.
Hey, look who's here. Hello, Professor Mystère.
Ah, you again. Jenna, if I'm not mistaken. A casual encounter in New York. Were you following me?
No, I don't think so. I live about 2 blocks from here. I knew this nightclub was opening, and here I am. I quite enjoy going to nightclubs. My private life is a disaster, and this is a good way of forgetting everything.
I really must apologize.
Why?
A few days ago, I was a bit rude.
Well, don't worry about it. We were both working. That's how it goes. By the way, anything new?
You know I can't talk about it. Let's say we're both on a break.
I won't write anything.
Actually, I don't have much to say. At the moment.
Did you say yet? Have you got any leads on the case you're investigating?
Let's say we're going down a few roads. What about you? Do you have any leads?
Well, I'm just a journalist. I try not to have opinions. I ask questions and listen. For money, obviously.
Can I offer you something?
No, thank you. I've had enough to drink for today. In fact, it's getting late. I'd better get going. I've still got quite a lot to do.
Fine. See you.
Happy researching.
Good evening.
Hello there! No, let me guess. Don't say anything. Are you a new Blue Rose customer?
Ah, yes I am.
Hold it. Let's see. Yes, he's a dedicated club goer. That's not true. You tell me the truth.
Actually...
I knew it. Jody doesn't miss a thing. I've been a barman for 25 years. Can you believe that? My job is to make customers happy.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you've got to have lots of patience. I was saying, oh yeah.
25 years.
Long time, don't you think?
Yes.
Well, actually, only 24 years to be exact. But don't tell anyone. I counted the academic year, which I spent throwing bottles up in the air. Quite an experience, don't you think?
Absolutely.
You're incredibly lucky. Do you realize you could have ended up in a New York dive this evening? In a pub on 24th Street? Or at McDonald's? But no, you're here!
At Jody's.
Aren't you happy?
Yes. Yes, I'm really lucky.
Great. Perfect. Excellent. So what are you having, huh?
Sure. How about a beer?
So how's the beer?
Yeah.
That's right. It's finished.
A glass of water is fine, thanks.
I'm really sorry. That's not possible. In this place, water is only used to wash dishes and to flush the toilet.
Let's have a coffee.
Oh, what a shame. The coffee machine isn't switched on. What a drag. I bought it in Naples, the land of cafe. But it's got an Italian plug and it won't fit in my socket.
A cold cola.
I'll give you the Coke tomorrow.
I'd rather have it now.
There's been a bit of a setback. Out in the sun all morning, the bottles started to boil. Phooey! They're all in the fridge now, cooling down. Can you believe it? They delivered them at the back of the club. How was I supposed to know? I'm not a mind reader.
Could I have a freshly squeezed orange juice?
Are you kidding? Unbelievable! Can you believe it? The equipment in this place is so basic. No way, my old friend. The fruit we have here is mostly in cocktails.
Forget about it. I won't have anything.
Right. When in doubt, just wait. If you need anything, ask Jody.
The caffeine he's been sniffing for 25 years must have got his neurons twitching. Angie, huh?
Yes? Martin, what are you doing here?
That's what I was just about to ask you. I just came round because I was curious. A friend gave me a ticket. You work here, don't you?
Yes, that's right. I'm so nervous. This is the first night. I hope it all goes well. How are you, Martin? It's been a long time.
Well, I don't sleep much. I'm shattered, and I've got loads of problems to solve. But I can't complain. How are you?
Are I take every day as it comes. I'm focusing on my new job. At the moment, hope it all goes well.
You're a very good dancer. You'll be fine.
Oh, thank you, Martin. You're very sweet, very encouraging.
What's the barman like?
He loves chatting. After 30 seconds of his conversation, I can't take it any longer. I just can't follow him.
Well, you're very tolerant.
How?
Forget about it. What I was saying...
He gets excited about nothing. He's always worried about something and stressed. He'll come around and talk to you about any little thing.
Did you hear about Professor Eulemberg's death?
Who?
The scientist. Professor Eulemberg.
I heard someone important died, but I don't know who this Professor Eulemberg is.
I see. See you soon, Angie.
See you soon, Martin. Oh, if you need anything, let me know.
Get your paws off! My beautiful blue roses!
Angie!
Martin!
Angie, could you distract the barman for a while?
He must have his reasons. Excuse me, Jody.
Yeah, Angie?
Where do I dance? Here or a little more to the right?
Good question. Let's see. Oh, I'll have to think about it. If you went more to the right, people would see you better. Actually, I'm not sure. Why don't you...
Perfect.
Thanks a lot, Angie.
See you soon, Martin. Oh, if you need anything, let me know.
Gosh, it's getting very late. I better get back home. So